have some kind of, you need to call your superior in, because this is...
No, ma'am, I'm just asking. You don't have to provide it.
I mean, no, it is.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Please don't.
Stand up.
How? I'm not resisting.
You got another pair?
Because I said I didn't want to get out my car. I'm
Yep.
resisting. That's some bull. That's some bull. That's some bull.
Well, if you want to...
At first glance, this is just a late-night taillight stop. Nah, look closer. In the opening seconds, the first red flag is that low reach toward the console area before the contact is even settled. Officers read that as a furtive movement, maybe hiding something, maybe grabbing something. Either way, it spikes the threat level fast. Then the driver's responses start coming in slow, unsure, and delayed. That's the clue. The stop looks minor, but the officer is already shifting from equipment violation to something's off in this car.
$51 in the back, 127 from Gonzales at 12.
Sorry, you can have
Hello,
that
how's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You're being pulled over. You got no taillights on. Okay, can I see your driver's license, registration, insurance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have ID on you, ma'am?
My purse is in my trunk
Okay.
with my ID, my license.
Okay. What's your name?
Jennifer.
You're the owner of the car?
I am.
Okay. What about the proof of insurance for the car?
It's on my phone.
It's on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you roll down the back window for me too, please?
You want that one?
Yep.
My phone is back there with my purse.
Okay. Who's your insurance through?
It's through Allstate.
Then I give you a piece of paper for that?
No, it's on my phone.
Digital.
Just like everybody else's is on their phone.
Mostly digital.
Okay. Where y'all head from tonight?
You just left Waffle House.
What's that?
You're at Waffle House.
Okay. Where y'all headed to? Okay. Do y'all have IDs on y'all, the passengers? Get your IDs real quick.
Actually, my purse, I left my wallet at the beach, so my wallet is gone.
Okay. What's your name?
Courtney,
Courtney?
can I ask why I'm even being ID'd?
I'm just asking.
I mean, it's fine, but also I know that is actually, you need to have,
Thank you, sir.
you need to have some kind of, you need to call your superior in, because this is...
No, ma'am, I'm just asking. You don't have to provide it.
I mean, no, it is, because I'm a passenger.
Okay. And you don't have to provide it. I'm just asking.
But I'm being honest with you, but that also is... I've
Okay.
never...
Hang tight. Right back with y'all, okay?
38 years old.
Yeah, should be good. I believe 209's head this way. You're good, bub.
Need me?
What's up?
You need me?
Yeah, hold on. Passenger rear has got a warrant with county.
Okay.
I think driver's gonna be single one as well.
Oh, nice.
So. No, she's like, her movements have been slow.
Yeah.
So her speech, I can smell alcohol coming out of the car.
Yeah, her glassy eyes and everything.
Yeah. So, I want to deal with the warrant first. Dude's got a warrant.
That's a warrant.
Dude in the back seat.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, I'm waiting for dispatch to confirm it. We'll deal with him, then I'll go to the driver for that part.
127.
Good.
Okay, 10 County.
Cool.
Have you step out for you leave everything there. You can toss your cigarette to the side, okay?
Actually, I know better.
No, ma'am, I'm not talking to you. Sir, get a step out of the car for me.
Alright, so ma'am.
Just hop out for me, okay? Come on. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. We're gonna get rid of that for you. Oh, I got it. Sure.
Ain't gonna be comfortable, but you got a warrant, Bubba.
Alright.
Just step out of the car. I need to talk to you, okay?
Listen, this is where the stop stops being routine. The officer has already clocked the slow movements, the speech issues, the glassy eyes, and the odor coming out of the car. That matters. Educational fact. Probable cause in a DUI case usually isn't one magic clue, it's the stack. Odor, slurred speech, delayed compliance, confused answers, all layered together. And when she refuses the exit command, the psychology changes too. She's not calming the scene down. She's making the officer decide whether this is confusion, intoxication, or deliberate defiance.
Because I'm telling you to. Step out of the car for me, okay? I'm not going to go through this, ma'am. I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Ma'am, you're either going to step out of the car or we are going to physically take you.
Okay, well then you can physically take me.
Because I'm not doing anything wrong today.
Congrats. Now you're going to go to jail just for resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Please stop.
Stand up.
How? I'm not resisting.
You got another pair?
Because I said I didn't want to get out my car. I'm
Yep.
resisting. That's some bull. That's some bull.
Well, if you want to step out, I want to talk to you about it.
No, you said.
So the issue, ma'am, is you appear to be impaired by under influence of alcohol or narcotics tonight. Driving under the influence. So.
I take my wallet to you.
Yeah, I saw where it was, man. I'll get you all that stuff, okay?
Sure, man.
Yep.
That being said, would you be willing to do some standardized field sobriety tests?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, boss, we can walk back to my car.
I know why you say I was resisting. Because I said.
Because we told you got the car and you didn't, and you have to.
Okay, but just because I said no.
Correct.
And I'm not
That's
resisting.
resisting. You're resisting a lawful order. Okay.
That's.
Yep.
So,
My.
Well,
I know you don't.
hey, Sarge, let me hold you for a second. I know. She's actually willing to do a field sobriety test.
Oh, okay.
So, will you hold her over here while I go pull my car over there for a second?
Absolutely.
Ricardo, will you stand up there with her?
With who? The passenger?
Yeah.
This way?
It's gonna be hard.
Hey, Zach, we got to get her on the flip-flop.
Oh, okay. I'll get it for her.
Here's his phone, his wallet.
Um,
I'm just trying to be nice so that way we're not towing your car.
there you go, dear. Hey, Bubba. Ricardo, can you do me a favor? I'll stay with her for a second. I don't got a camera in my car.
Yeah.
Put your car in that parking lot, set up for FSTs for me. Yeah. I'll be over there in a second. Then I'll have us switch out. Well,
Definitely wouldn't have known that about, how would we know about him?
I think the issue is all y'all been drinking alcohol all night. It's mistake number one.
So you guys took her, had she just stepped out and talked to you,
I mean, she,
Been a little different?
it'd be 100% different. But she said no. That's what happens when you say no to the police.
well, I care about her, and
Well, you know.
obviously she's a really good friend to me. And I want her to be okay.
Hey, you know what? Forget FSTs if she's causing problems.
This right here is the danger zone. Once she's in cuffs and still trying to control the pace, asking for a moment, pushing back, trying to slip the restraints, the officers stop treating this like a roadside conversation and start treating it like a custody problem. Procedure observation, field sobriety tests are not mandatory if the scene becomes unsafe. If a subject is hostile, unstable, or not manageable, officers may skip those tests and move straight on the evidence they already have. Civilian mistake. Thinking I'm not resisting cancels out physically refusing lawful commands. It doesn't. On the street, body position and compliance matter more than the label you give it.
We're not going to do FSTs then. Just cancel. Hey, Mercado, just bring your car back over. Sorry.
Can I
No.
calm down?
How can you get home?
I will get home. I will be.
Well, here's the deal. We're going to tow the car. I'm towing the car. Okay. You can't drive because you're drunk.
No, I'm not drunk, but I would never say that I would drive. I know
You're
better than
intoxicated.
that.
Nothing against you being intoxicated. You're a passenger in a car.
Who am I going with? Her or you?
No, put her in the back of your car.
No.
We're going to do FSTs, but
Can I,
she's trying to slip cuffs and stuff.
can I please tell her to calm down? Can I have the moment? Can I step out?
No, man. Not at all.
Just
No.
please. I am right here with you. It's the last thing I want is.
Alrighty.
It's the last thing I want is.
Are they both in there? The guy too?
They're both in there.
Alright. So, I now need you to step out the car for me. Okay, you're not in trouble. Understand that. I just need you to step out the car because, you know.
What's your name?
Courtney.
Another female.
Okay. Courtney, do you wish to go stand in front of my car for me, Courtney?
That's cool.
No, that's Jennifer.
But it's Courtney in the card.
She won't give me her. She did not want to give her date of birth.
Gotcha.
I cannot identify her. I cannot force her. Would you like to help me inventory the vehicle?
Take an inventory of the vehicle.
Yeah, the car's gonna get towed.
Here's his stuff. Yeah, I got you.
Well, I have a birthday.
You didn't get no birthday woman. During also PC search because of the DUI part, but
Oh yeah.
a bottle, open the fireball, cinnamon whiskey.
Oh, by the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a whole bottle of that.
The Courtney subject in the car. Can you run her out of Virginia?
I didn't put a Courtney subject in the card, did you?
Oh, well.
Okay.
I'm sorry, she said she gave you her 14.
No, she gave me first and last name, but didn't want to give her date of birth.
No, I did give my date of birth.
Oh, you didn't? The driver is clearly intoxicated.
Yeah.
Slow movements.
Yeah.
Glassy eyes.
Belligerent.
Slurred speech. So if our are on the RO of the vehicle, she's going to be 1015.
She's certified by the way, license valid.
The only criminal history I need would be hers.
I don't.
There's
It's one thing, like, we're in a situation right now.
Jennifer. It's got her ID in it.
Oh, she has a Florida driver's license though.
Does she?
I don't see it.
You got it?
I don't see it anymore.
She got a Virginia one.
So I'm thinking here, even though, so I'm not going to let her do FSTs just because
No.
how hostile she's being and resisting. But wondering, do I still need a... I can ask her. I can ask her to blow. We keep her handcuffs while she blows, can't we?
Well, you kind of want them uncuffed.
Let me call somebody real quick. You just finish that? Let me know what's being for them in the car.
What are we doing here?
Courtney? Do you have a way to get home? You said that you'd figure it out. Do you want to stand by here with us while you get somebody to come over here and get you, or?
I'll be fine.
You sure?
We're gonna be here for a minute.
I was wondering, like, with her car.
It's being towed.
They're just towing.
Yeah, it's being used in a DUI.
That's going to impound.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Hey, here's the deal. So, you're going to jail tonight.
Look, this is the pivot. Not loud, not cinematic, but legally huge. The officer makes the arrest call for DUI, then immediately shifts to the breath sample request and implied consent warning. That's the split-second decision chain. Secure the suspect, lock in the charge, preserve the refusal evidence. When she says no after being warned about the license consequences, she's not ending the case, she's adding another piece to it. Rot Ruth? By this point, the officers think they have enough. Bad driving, impairment indicators, non-compliance, and the bottle in the vehicle.
For driving under the influence. Okay. Are you willing to provide a sample of your breath? Determine the blood alcohol content?
How can you arrest me for driving under the influence when I haven't provided anything at all?
Okay, it's a yes or no question, ma'am.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just
I'm not going, ma'am, listen, let's leave it. I'm not here to debate. Okay, it's a yes or no question. Are you willing? You said no. Okay. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? If you fail to submit to the test I've requested of you, your privilege to operate a motor vehicle will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal, or for a period of 18 months if your privilege has previously been suspended, or if you previously been fined under Florida State Statute 327.35215 for refusing to submit to a breath, urine, or blood test. Additionally, if you refuse to submit to the test I've requested of you, and if your driving privilege has been previously suspended, or if you've previously been fined under that statute for refusal to submit to lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you'll be committing a misdemeanor. Refusal to the test I've requested of you is a misdemeanor to evidence any criminal proceeding. With that being in mind, do you still wish to not provide a sample of your breath?
Yeah, so what's the point? I'm already arrested, so...
Okay. So you will not provide a sample?
No.
Okay, alright. You're going to jail. Your car's being
I was
towed.
already going to jail.
Have we already called for him?
Yeah, I already did. Just going to take both of them to jail. Be there in a minute.
I can hang out.
You sure?
Yeah. I got peanut.
Let me bang out inventory real quick for the car then.
Yeah, I gotta read.
Here's the final read. She was charged with DUI and resisting arrest, and the video's closing text says she was sentenced to 15 days in jail, 12 months of probation, a 10-day vehicle impoundment, and a 6-month driver's license suspension. That outcome tells you the big lesson. The taillight violation wasn't what buried this stop. The real damage came from the escalation chain: signs of impairment, refusal to exit, resistance during removal, then refusal on the breath test. Listen, that's the part people miss. A lot of roadside cases get worse not from one dramatic act, but from a series of bad decisions made under stress. Educational takeaway: if an officer gives a lawful exit order during a stop, arguing through the doorway is usually the worst place to fight that battle. Handle legality in court, not in the threshold of a car with alcohol indicators already stacking against you. Question for the audience: once the officers saw the impairment signs and the refusal to comply, do you think skipping the sobriety tests was the right tactical move, or should they have slowed it down one more step before locking in the DUI arrest?